Warm welcome to a Quantum Astrology report with me, Ivar Kristoffersson, and the Soul Warrior Energy channel for the period the 3rd to the 8th of June 2018. We have Sun leaving Aldebaran and then going up to reach the Orion's belt during this period in Gemini. The Moon will the 3rd conjunct the South Node together with Mars, and then going through Aquarius, that's in Aquarius, going through Aquarius, the Moon, into Pisces, connect with Neptune, and then going into Aries with Chiron. And the 8th of June, Mars will be exactly conjunct the South Node at 7 degrees in Aquarius. So that's the theme for this. And I want to thank everyone that congratulated me on my day. Thank you very much. I'm so overwhelmed with the love I receive. Thank you. Thank you, all my soul friends everywhere, in Sweden and abroad. And we have such a summer weather. May here in Sweden has been the warmest in 250 years, starting to become very dry, so we see what's happening. So it's a great time to be in pension. And I had my beautiful daughter Stella with me the 31st of May, celebrating me that afternoon. And it was also painful because my hip, I played some tennis some days before. I shouldn't have done that. I need to train more gradually. So I had severe right hip pain during the afternoon, the 31st, and also this longing to be in physical connection with all of you that I love so much. And especially, I had that pain, and then the first moon was at Saturn. That was emotional. And then the second in the morning here in Sweden, moon was at Pluto at 20 degrees of Capricorn. And that was very emotional for me. I was screaming and crying because it's this, when you got triggered and everything outside is a hindrance, and all this old coming up, I have adjusted in my love relationships and not being myself, and all that stuff coming up, and all my longing, and all the outside cuts you off of love, and all to not be good enough, to not be worthy, all that old stuff. So I had to go into deep meditation, and the numbers helped me. I checked my watch, 11:11. Very good, even if I was in a terrible state. I did some work in my garden also. It's very good to do some physical work when you are in that state of emotions. And then I checked my clock next time, 11:44. So that helped. And I did a wonderful Steve Nobel meditation about Pleiadian Archangel transmission just now, new on YouTube. And at the end of that meditation, I found the light in me, and to stand up in my light and really do what I say. Outside is just a mirror of me. This is helping me to get rid of old stuff I have in me, in my hip and in me. It's helping me. It's really to free me, to make me able. The outer resistance is made up by my higher soul to give me the chance to finally stand in my light, no matter the outside, no matter judgment or no matter outside hindrance. And that's why I call this Mars at the South Node. The freedom of Aquarius, the new age, comes from within. When we acknowledge this mirror, when we find the gratitude in every experience, when we go through our emotions, and then it's the freedom. So that's the report will be about this today. And for this period, I want to draw a specific rune for the English channel, a new one. So it was the same, 24 runes. Okay, this one is about, it's man, human. It's the female and masculine aspects of us, and how we, when it comes up, it can be that we see the restrictions outside as our fault or something bad or something that stops us, a hindrance. The beauty of freeing ourselves as human energy and using the quantum physics knowledge that we mirror from within, and we mirror from our emotional vibration within. And to be aware of our unconscious emotional state, and to find that joy, gratitude by releasing all hindrance, all emotional hindrance. Humanity. That was the rune. And now a quantum tarot card, 8 cards from quantum physics and tarot for the 3rd to the 8th of June, where Mars will be at South Node, amplified the 3rd by the moon. This one is 7 of Wands, 7 of Wands. And 7, it's the spiritual teacher. And I will check that one up. 7 of Wands. That's galaxy collisions. Wow, galaxy collisions. So that's heavy stuff. And I take the short version. One moment. Indicates a serious conflict that will require all your energy and focus to win. What consuming battle are you caught up in? What consuming battle are you caught up in? And that's really the theme for me and for Mars at the South Node. The Mars, the spiritual warrior that has been so misused, the divine masculine in us all, men and women, to take action but not go into war, and to not create it, to heal it, to step out of every battle by seeing that that you created and that the solution is within. And then you can acknowledge the experience and step out of it and take action in your life. But you have to see the mirror to learn and to create the new with your actions from there. Galaxy collisions, big energy collisions. And that's also our healing of the galactic wars that is ongoing in this ascension. So much great cosmic energy coming in, energy waves, high vibrational waves. So I will check the chart, the energies for the 3rd first. 3rd of June here in Sweden, 2:37 p.m. In the US it will be then in the morning, 8:37 in the east coast. And then we have Sun at 13 degrees of Gemini at the first fixed star in Orion, the Hunter, then it's coming up to catching up Osiris and coming up to Orion's belt. And Mercury is going into Aldebaran instead of Sun. Mercury, our mind, our communication, the ruler of Gemini, the interconnection, heaven and earth, and the thought consciousness. And we have, at this moment, when Moon is conjunct the South Node, 7 degrees 8 minutes, and Mars is very close. At this moment, we have a big trine going on with the ascendant in Libra, harmony, justice here, and relationships. So here we have this, our divine emotional moon, our partner with the sun, at the moon's own south node. That's our emotional origin, the vibration that we now bring up, both to clear or to transmute, and also bring up old knowledge from nature, etc., and from innovation that we can use now. It's in the freedom sign of Aquarius, the new world, the individual freedom that we create our own reality from within, from the cosmic space everywhere, with infinite possibilities. And here we have Mars that we now need to transmute, transform, together with this Moon and South Node. It's a big transformation of our action, our power, divine masculine aspects, to be free of wars. The spiritual warrior is about light and dark together to heal both sides of the Gemini sign, to find the zero point, to shine the light on everything, to really be the love and not project outside, not go out and blame or judge. It's an inner holographic experience. And it's a big transformation of Mars. And it's like this, Mars coming up now, and the 8th will be exact on the South Node, and then it's some degrees more, and then going retrograde back over the South Node again, and then stationary and going direct. So 3 times Mars will pass over here. And the partner to Mars, Venus, is very strongly placed in Cancer, the nurturing, the home of the moon, the emotional vibration, the water, and it's a water trine, very, very important ongoing here. Venus, our love in Cancer ocean, with Scorpio, deep ocean, Jupiter, deep inward, checking, and emotional connection with our spirit, with our consciousness, the Neptune. And then this big trine is going on and on and on, if we put it in motion. And that's big emotional energy, and we can heal then our wounds, because we have Chiron there in our individual wounds now, in Aries. Chiron in a powered 60 degrees aspect to this Moon, South Node, Mars. And we have the transformer Pluto at the magic 20 degrees of Capricorn, in an opposition to our love divine feminine Venus. So it's time for Venus to step into the love power, and Mars to step out of the fighting power and find the spiritual warrior of love that heals. And yeah, I really got it in my experience these last 3 days. It's what we have to do this work, otherwise it comes back at us again and again and again. To accept in gratitude our own creation and from there free ourselves. So it's so much about freedom here. Freedom to be yourself, to be in love, and to share that with your light, no matter what others says, and no matter what every other says. Sorry. And I want to go to 8 degrees of no, 8th of June here. Here, 8th of June in the morning here in Sweden. It will be mid 1 o'clock at Eastern Standard Time there. One moment. At this time, the sun will be with Osiris, the Egyptian king, underworld king. And Mercury has gone further, and sun will be at the royal, no, not the royal, but the fixed star regal, home for the Dark Council in the galactic wars. And Mercury will be at Orion's belt. This is the center of the big galactic wars that we now heal. And Venus will be here in opposition to Black Moon Lilith to heal the suppressed female that was rejected. And placed in the desert with her children. So it's time for us to get our own desert to bloom. Oh, it's a big reaction sometimes for me. So, and the moon here, 709, 7 spiritual leader, 9, the unity, the spiritual number 9. Mars and South Node. This is for me big aspects of freedom that we create from within. And I want to read from inside degrees. We have also Uranus in challenging 90 degrees here, enlightenment, etc. I want to read from Inside Degree by Elias Lonsdale and his wife Lisa. And you can find it, Google Inside Degree. I want to read this 7 degrees of Aquarius and 7 degrees of Leo. The North Node, all our freedom, we should then show and apply as the illumination of the North Royal Leo, the Aldebaran, the Leo, the strong individual that shines with its own power light, no matter what's going on. So here, 7 degrees of Aquarius, where Mars, Moon, and South Node is at the 3rd of June, and where Mars is exactly at the South Node. And the emotional South Node that rules so much within when it's unconscious. And when we're now in the ascension, we make it observe and we're free and we become aware of our own vibration. So this is 7 degrees of Aquarius, a woman burning a book of black magic. Karma works by indirection. We draw ourselves what we previously activated, and as it comes back, we curse the reflection. Such gestures multiply. They gather force and momentum. And soon we have fixed ideas about what is pulling us back and what is carrying us forward. Before you know it, you have become a partisan, taking up this side against this other side, swept up in the drama. Remark, our mind is so quick to put one as better than others, right, wrong, the right solution, etc. And that's so, we need to leave that totally. The freedom of life gives so many ways to come to nirvana, come to the source. It's individual. So we can't judge anyone. We need to step out of those wars, those old wars, and become the unity, the love. And I continue with the inside degree now, 7th degree here. And you even become sure in your mind that the whole segment of existence are bad and terrible and must be renounced completely. Then when we see everything outside as a hindrance, as something stopping us, as something wrong, bad, we go into war to change that. But that's not the ascension. The ascension is to see the deep mirror you have created from within, and to accept, surrender the situation and take action after that, when you have learned. Continue. Yet you are making a self-commentary in where your mind has led you, and there must come a point in the journey when the mind strips away its disguise, and you know once again that all is of God. All is of God. Dark forces, light forces, all is of God. All experience is of God. That is, all is to the good, and nothing can even harm you unless you insist upon it. This is the solution. And how can we apply this with the Royal Leo then, 7 degrees? From inside degree, a very weak cup of tea. The outward performance is thin and tenuous, not much there at all. The inner journey is huge. You are concentrating so utterly upon the cosmic mysteries that all personal and even individual reputation and reflection seems pathetically small and insignificant. I really recognize that. My starseed mission, my mission here on Earth, to evolve the cosmic energy, the light, to shine a light on everything. That's really what I'm here for. And nothing will stop me to shine a light in my way. You are being sapped by huge forces, taken on the cosmic grand tour. Taking on the cosmic grand tour. Yeah! As the deep inner opens, the surface outer becomes formal and almost wooden. The inner is everything. You are called away, rarely present in a human context. It's like flying. It all depends upon how far you are willing and able to go with this. If you blast free into an expanded selfhood activation, if you blast free into an expanded selfhood activation, everything will form around that whole new world to be in. Everything. But if, as so happens, you are not quite here, but not quite all there yet either, the transition can be exhilarating. We are now in the transition period between 3rd and 4th and 5th dimension. As you prepare for the infinite life, but are hooked back into the regular life and snagged by image and impression, for you will be consistently reflected back to self as one fragment of yourself. And this can be awkward and inwardly agonizing. All you want is to wake up and become your greatest self. All you want is to wake up and become your greatest self. And meanwhile, your lesser self has a lot to handle, standing in for someone who is never quite home. Yeah. We are there. We are home in ourselves. Now it's time to create it. So thank you very much for the celebrations of me and for being here in this beautiful Ascension times. And my starseed sale has ended, but you can order a reading if you're in for that one. So take deep care and remember that everything is a mirror of yourself. Everything. Bye-bye. Take care.